Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our handbooks, open our minds, and more importantly, we roll the damn dice. As always, I am your Game Master Cade, or you may call me the Viking GM. But tonight, once again, I am the handler because this is Delta Green. So, no announcements, but thank you for giving us Delta Green. This is Arc Dream Publishing that has created Delta Green. It is amazing. That's what my character sheets were. Um, but yeah, so this is again Arc Dream Publishing and the Delta Green Partnership is who creates this. If you have not checked it out, I highly suggest checking it out. It is amazing. If you get the whole system that they sent us, it gives you a handler's guide as well as an agent's handbook that will kind of put stuff out for you, but the handler's guide gives you the history of what happens in the real world. So, yeah, we are going to get right to it. For us, it's been a while. So we will do a recap. We apologize if there's any wrong overlay or whatever, because again, for us, it's been 4 months since we played episode 1. But I will say, in some exciting news, we have some big changes coming next year. I know we're halfway through this year, but after a long, hard, decided to go back live. So at the beginning of next year, our main campaign, Echoes of Elendor, will continue to be just an audible podcast. And that'll come out quarterly. And we are bringing out our new game with a new system. Actually, technically 2 new systems with our one-shots, our fandom one-shots. We will be doing random fandom one-shots throughout the year. And then we will do what we announced, the 13th Sigil will kick us off, and that will be live. We have brand new music coming for that, brand new intro, huge thematic intro. Again, we will be live, costumes and lighting, and it's going to be amazing. Get back to our roots. We're finally in the place where we can be live again. So we're super, super excited for that. More information will come out as it goes. We'll start hinting towards little stuff, some interviews with some of the players and as their characters. And yeah, so I believe that's it. So we are going to do a little recap. So again, it's been a while for us. So last we left off, our agents moved into the manicured facade of Willowbrook Pines, a neighborhood where everything is just a little too perfect. Assigned new identities and carefully watched, they began settling into their new lives and into something far stranger. At the neighborhood potluck, They were met with smiles that didn't quite reach the eyes, polite conversations laced with veiled warnings, and a community that seemed obsessed with routine and appearance. Later, a neighborhood association meeting revealed cracks in the mask, mentions of disappearances, rule enforcement, and compliance reviews, all spoken with eerie calm. In an effort to pass the time, or perhaps to peel back the illusion, some agents began exploring beyond their assigned roles. Maggie visited her soon-to-be bakery and discovered that everything had already been prepared for her, down to the last detail. But it was in the walk-in refrigerator that the illusion finally ruptured. What should have been cold storage revealed something unnatural, a shifting, sinewy dough that seemed to breathe and whisper. And then came the vision, black-eyed hosts, oven hearts, and the voice of something vast and ravenous. Maggie and Richard collapsed onto the cold floor as the fluorescent lights buzzed back to life and the world returned to its perfect, hollow normal. This is Willowbrook Pines, and something here wants to rise. So, that's where we pick up. But there is this flash of lights as you lay collapsed on the cold floor. Those lights, you can hear the humming of the fluorescent lights. And that snap of light turns dark. And just as you feel like you're going to be lost in the darkness, light begins to flutter in as you open your eyes and you are laying in your bed as if nothing happened. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it did happen.
I sit straight up in my bed and without even checking if I'm wearing clothes or anything, I sprint to see if Richard is in his room.
He's not.
I quickly go get changed and go pound on Wayne and John's.
Okay.
I go down and answer the door. I open up and I see Ellie, and I'm like, oh, all right.
I'm dressed, by the way.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm like,
let me in.
Miss me so much already, banging down my door, huh?
Let me in.
Oh, come on in.
As soon as the door shuts, I punch him in the face.
What the hell?
I'm gonna come out of my room hearing all this commotion going.
What is wrong? You came banging on my door.
Where's John?
Right here.
I say, where's Daniel?
Shouldn't you know? Isn't he with you in the same house? I'm assuming you checked his room.
He's your husband, not mine.
Sorry. I go up and call John.
As I just be
Hey,
standing
back
there,
up.
right there in front, behind my doorway. You're loud.
Do you check for bugs?
Did I check for bugs? Yes.
Richard is missing.
I'm sorry. How did he not like go take a piss or try to escape charges or something?
I already threatened his manhood if he did that, so no.
And you're sure he's
He went to
missing?
the bakery. Some
Okay.
fucky shit happened. And I woke up in my house. In my bed.
So you're dreaming.
No. I went to the bakery with Richard. We went into cold storage. And instead of finding like butter, milk, eggs, and that, we found something living and breathing that I can't explain.
In the
Okay.
bakery.
Have you checked the cold storage? Maybe he went back.
I'm not going in that thing alone.
Give me a minute. I go back upstairs and I
What's he gonna do?
change it to regular clothes.
Yeah, I can't understand a word they're saying. Fuck.
This is gonna be
I'm trying
entertaining.
to see if it'll let me join on here for
Uh,
D&D.
You came
It's
basically
just reconnecting over and over.
Yes, not him.
Let me get
I'm gonna
dressed. Let me
fucking... She probably
get my
is. This is
gun
fucking
and I'll be
insane.
right back.
Can you guys hear me?
And
I'm
in
gonna
the
get
bedroom
dressed
changing.
and put away the
God,
gun we
I can't
got.
hear a word you guys are saying.
I look over. I see John changing. Oh, you coming too?
She wanted me first.
Well, she's getting a 2-for-1 deal because I'm going too.
Just as long as you didn't do anything stupid while I don't have my eyes on you.
Well, you quit it with the critique about me being stupid all the time. We're supposed to be a team here. So I check the pistol I have, make sure it's all loaded and safe and all that. I head back down.
I look at Elliot. No.
What?
You know what? No.
What, you don't want me to come with you?
Less people. Less noticeable.
I'll stay here and guard the fort.
Just as you glance towards the window, a flicker of movement.
Like, I bring the gun low ready. Is this the back window or the front window?
Front door.
And I'll go there and I'm like, step aside. As I cautiously open the door, kind of peer out just enough just to see.
I'm
not
police
enough, like,
trained.
completely
Why am I being told to put to the side?
I'm military trained.
The street outside is bathed in soft golden sunlight, the kind that only exists in vintage postcards. Sprinklers hiss in unison. American flags hang still in the breezeless air. A bluebird chirps mechanically from a nearby tree. The houses are silent, but curtains flutter as if someone just stepped away. And then you notice it. A series of identical red wagons, one in front of each house, all parked at the same angle.
Like a kids' red wagon?
Yep. And they have stuff inside of them.
I kind of look to the others and then I point. That wasn't here last night or yesterday.
Oh. So,
I
let the two people trained go investigate.
I look back. I have training too, you know.
Do you have police or SWAT training, or do you have military training?
Does it really matter?
Yes.
Thanks.
I mean, Delta Green does train the agents.
How long have you been with?
I've been with the agency long enough. Plus, I did my time for Uncle Sam. Fought in the big one. Yeah, I did. I was there for Grenada. As I just ignored them both, and I I cautiously approached the red wagon.
That's gonna be why we fail.
Okay. So, as you all go up to the red wagons, there is, every one of them contains the same thing: a fresh jug of milk sweating from cold, a bundle of newspapers, and a plastic wrapped tray of muffins labeled "Welcome to Day 2." The muffins look identical to the ones from the potluck. The blueberries are in the exact same positions. And then, Daniel, you notice the mailbox. You see a circular sticker, and as you look at the other mailboxes, they all have the same one. And it says, "You are seen. Keep up the good work."
I look to the others. Any ideas where this is from?
So
What did
they
you-
don't see it, only I see the sticker right now, right?
They would see it if you pointed it out.
I'm just gonna casually walk up to the mailbox and Elliot is messing with the wagon. And then I motion for Ellie to come.
I go over. What's up?
Ellie, not Elliot.
So,
And I'm gonna point to her, and then to the mailbox, and then each one else.
and Maggie, as you step off the curb, the sky flickers just for a moment, like a frame skip or a screen refresh. The wind picks up. And in that moment, you all hear it. A voice, soft and warm, like an old commercial jingle. "Another day in paradise. Another day to rise." And the sprinklers all stop at the exact same second. And from every corner of the neighborhood, a soft humming begins. Like dozens of people tuning to the same station. Windows close, curtains draw. You're being watched. Not by individuals, but by the neighborhood itself. And then darkness. Once again, lights. As you open the dream. What is any of this? Is it all a dream? And I will say, as you all awake, in the morning sun breaks over Willowbrook Pines, painting the neighborhood in soft golden hues. The air is still, too still, as if the wind itself refuses to disturb the manufactured perfection of this place. The smell of freshly cut grass lingers, yet none of you can recall seeing anyone actually mowing their lawn ever. You wake up to your welcome packets to this neighborhood, sitting neatly on your kitchen counter, even if you didn't leave it there the night before. A single flyer rests on top of the stack.
I go up to the flyer and I pick it up to read it.
Sorry, folks, I don't remember this. Okay, so you look at the flyer, and again, you each are in your own individual houses, Janice, you included. The flyer says, new listing, 235 Sycamore Lane, your dream home awaits. The flyer is pristine, showing a picture of a quaint pastel blue house with white trim and a wraparound porch. The description is eerily generic. Spacious 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, recently renovated, move-in ready. Everybody go ahead and make me SIGINT check.
Stick.
Then you can't do it. If you have nothing for it, then you don't have the ability to make that check.
Okay.
I will allow you to substitute human if you have it.
I have Signet.
And just for those that don't know, SIGINT is signal intelligence, human is human intelligence. Remember, it's a D100. You have to be below your score. Ellie?
So I'm using human, which is 60%, and I got 21. I used human, I have 60%, and I got 21.
Okay, that's a success. Janice?
I used human. It's 40%. And I got 13.
Success. John Grant?
I used human, got my thing is 60, and I got a 32.
Success. And Wayne?
I'm using Signet. I have a 40%, and I got a 30.
Okay, success. The house's address is familiar, but none of you remember seeing a 235 Sycamore Lane anywhere. And the description has no details about the previous owners, just a vague assurance that it's perfect for a growing family. And the house looks identical to the other homes, down to the color of the flowers in the front yard.
I will look around for.
Still not there?
Come on. Thank you.
Keep in mind you did receive a map to the neighborhood. I didn't make it. That would have been too complicated.
I'm looking over this brochure. I'm just Sycamore. I don't.
You know Sycamore.
Yeah.
Sycamore exists. It's the 235 that you don't recognize.
I go over. I call. Hey, John.
Yes, dear husband.
I kind of hold up the little flyer. I don't know this address. I know the street, but not. I don't think this is. I don't know this number. Do you?
I'm gonna take the flyer and go. Did you have the same dreams last night? As I'm looking over the paper, and then I have a confused look. No, I don't recognize this. I've patrolled this entire area to try to memorize the numbers. All
Yeah,
yesterday during my
that's a-
run. I'm gonna go
How-
do my
how
morning
about-
run. And I'm gonna go
How
look
about I
at it.
join you for your morning run?
I will say, okay, since you have that, John, let's go ahead and do. You can choose either history or survival.
Okay. I have nothing either.
Okay. Then
I mean,
you
it says 10% in survival, but in the brackets part, but nothing from me. I don't know if that counts or not.
No,
I didn't think so.
never mind. It was just going to be you. Not important. Not.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Sure, not important.
Jeez.
Yeah, why don't we? Let's say you and I go on a nice couple bonding run in the morning and go up to Sycamore and see what they've got in this new address. As I take the brochure from his hand and place it down on the counter.
Only if you hold hands.
I pop
That's
my
not
knuckles and go, "Oh, this will be fun, dear husband."
Okay, so only you guys are going to 235 Sycamore.
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't picked up anyone because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go get ready for the day and walk to the bakery.
Okay.
They would have to go past our house in order to get to the bakery, right? I'm trying to think of the map wise.
Yeah, you guys are all together. So
Alright.
you would be able to see her walking if you, or when you go get ready for the run, it would kind of coincide together.
Yeah.
And Janice has a dog, so possibly taking the dog for a
Yeah,
walk or to the
yeah,
bathroom. So it'll kind of eerily,
would.
this place kind of gets timelines together.
So after I'm done with
Oh.
my morning stretches, I look at Wayne and go, "Keep up."
So I'm kind of doing some like
What?
little hip gyration stretches. Yeah, don't worry. Just be like
and I
back in the
just
army.
start taking off in a sprint, not a jog.
As I'm trying not to fall and break my ankle with like wearing like little tiny heels.
Oh, I'm basically thinking as we haven't met up yet. That I'll probably slow down
Yeah.
once I at least see
I will
Ellie
say
or Janice first.
Janice is a couple houses away from you, where Ellie is right next door. So if she leaves ahead, you would have to run to catch up to both of them. But you would. So Janice is ahead, then Ellie, then you guys. And I
Okay.
can
And
just
I'm
picture
walking.
Wayne running and Artie
Buddy.
gripping his side.
Wait up! I call it. Wait up, you bastard!
I said keep up.
You're sprinting and doing it on purpose, you dumbass!
This is my morning jog.
Bullshit! It's like just keep going along.
And as you're cussing, you see a few people wetting their lawn. Just
Morning.
Once I catch up to
I said to
Janice,
myself,
I'm gonna slow down and good morning.
as I went, you son of a bitch. I went through 2 different parts of the world in the army, and I
Okay,
never
can you
ran that
stop?
fast.
Morning.
Morning, Janice. How are you?
He doesn't like my morning jog. You get the flyer this morning?
I did. I don't remember.
You
Yeah.
walk up.
Because I'm like stumbling a little bit on hills.
Are you
Morning.
okay?
I'm gonna kill Richard when I find him.
What do you mean not kill? Where's Richard?
I don't know. He hasn't
this to
left the house the last 2 days.
2 days? We're just finding out about this now? Did
I'm
they-
tempted to
I'm
smack
sorry.
Elliot upside the head to try to jog his memory, and then I just think,
You don't remember either. You don't remember either.
oh shit.
You don't remember hearing about Richard missing at all.
Oh,
Ellie, you were the only one that remembers that dream. Or whatever it was.
okay.
With the...
Oh my God!
Big
What are we
wagons.
gonna tell the bosses?
I'm gonna tell them that I'm gonna be taken out of this position so that I can go hunt the fucking bastard and kill him with my own bare hands.
Assuming he's still alive, he could have been abducted. Who knows? Have you noticed this place is great?
Gonna
Shit.
gently keep pushing them all forward to keep
Oh,
walking.
I was still walking with Buddy.
Okay, then I'm
So-
pushing Elliot.
I'm still walking too. I'm just
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
we're,
going to-
we're walking and talking.
I'm going to the bakery. Because that's the last time I saw him.
Before
Okay.
you do, let's check out this address. And I want we all go to your bakery. You want to show it off to your friends you know. You want to show it off to the friends you know.
Suspicious that all of us are going to the same address. And then to the bakery.
We all got the flyer.
Yes, I understand that. But I need to open the bakery so it doesn't look sus that I'm supposed to know how to bake.
Oh,
And I can't cook.
It's not scheduled.
Then I don't know what time it is.
No, it was scheduled to open the next week.
Oh,
Remember, this was all prep time. You're not even scheduled to open yet. That's why you haven't had customers. You still have a sign up out that says opening soon.
I have a goal that I need to figure out. Does anybody know how to bake?
do I know how to bake?
You hear a random voice. Bet you Richard does.
I mean, I worked at a Waffle House before.
Doesn't know how to cook.
Well,
Oh.
employees bake it until I make it.
I can cook cookies, that's about it.
Because my girlfriend is the only one that knows how to do this shit.
Ah. Hey, dear husband, you know how to bake? I'll wave my hand in front of his face.
What? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up.
You know how to bake?
Kinda? Maybe?
I don't trust this people. I'm sorry.
No. You know
I went
what?
to
No.
nursing
I'm a
school.
great
I
baker.
did. I
go,
went to nursing school.
let's go bake us some muffins. Or whatever they bake in bakeries. Let's go.
You want to
No.
take him?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's
Come on,
all
husband.
yours.
Okay. Have fun while you're trying to open up the bakery when you don't know how to bake.
Figure it out.
Oh,
Let's
they're
go
like
figure out
children.
what this new house is, and then go to the bakery, and then try to figure out where Richard is. Okay.
I'm gonna continue my morning jog so it looks normal. Oh, dear husband, you want to keep up?
Keep pace with me, you son of a bitch.
That's
And
not what.
I go jogging off with John.
I still go my normal pace.
You're literally.
I finish Buddy's rounds and then I take him back home to.
Walking away.
So they're the only ones going to the house.
Well, I'm gonna.
No, I'm going to go to the house, but I'm going to go after I put Buddy back.
I'm slowly making my way to the house. Then
So
We'd probably get there
Everything-
first.
everybody arrives at Sycamore Lane, a quiet cul-de-sac, identical to every other street in the neighborhood. Manicured lawns stretch in perfect symmetry. The house is all perfectly spaced. Porch lights turned on at the exact same brightness despite the daylight. And you start following the sequence of house numbers. 233, 237. There's no 235. In its place is an empty lot. The space where the house should be is just grass. No sign of recent construction, no piles of lumber, no foundation. A worn pathway cuts through the grass leading to what would be the front door, if there were one. And the air here feels wrong, heavier, denser, as if something had once occupied the space but was erased. And as you all kind of look, couple neighbors start walking by. Hi, how you doing?
Good. How you
Hi.
doing?
Doing.
Hey, what happened over here?
Oh, yes, lovely home. The Thompsons lived there for years. And they keep walking. Another neighbor walks by with her dog and smiles to you. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, wait, what happened to the Thompsons?
Oh, I always loved the hydrangeas they planted. Such a beautiful house. And keeps walking. And then suddenly there's a boy on a bicycle riding up.
Hey, kid.
Yes.
That's laugh us out of character. Hey, what happened to the Thompsons, the ones with the beautiful hydrangeas? It seems like their house is all gone.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And as soon as he says there's nothing there, the mom runs up, grabs his arm tightly, forcing a too wide smile. Don't be silly, darling. You must be confused. And she hurries him away without looking back.
Huh.
Well, that was weird.
Everybody remembers the people here as though they're still here. Except the younger ones. I want to go over to where the house would be.
Okay, you want to walk into the grass.
Yes.
So, everybody doing that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of keep walking.
No.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna step onto the grass, but I'm not gonna go any further.
I'm
So-
still on the sidewalk.
Those of you that step onto the grass, you feel an odd pressure, like stepping through a barrier of static electricity. Go ahead, Wayne, and you can make a perception check using whatever skill you believe is most beneficial.
Okay. Where's my D? have a skill for investigation.
Do you have survival?
I don't have survival.
Okay. Does anybody have any skill that has stepped onto the grass that would benefit
I have alertness or search.
search?
I have search as well.
Okay, so 80% and I got a 74.
Okay. You see faint impressions in the dirt, the outline of a foundation, the subtle dips where the stairs once stood. And you checking it out, same thing with you, John, staying on the outside. There's still an old mailbox there, rusted but still standing, though the nameplate has been scratched off completely.
Okay, this is weird.
What is?
I'm gonna give a percentage if everybody. I'll give the percentage if everybody can beat my percentage, like be under it. You'll receive a clue. So, the percentage is 65. Everybody go and roll a D100. Ellie.
26.
Okay. Janice.
48.
John.
78.
Wayne.
44.
Did not get it. Because of John.
John.
The one time we went to Rollo.
Am I near the mailbox? I'm gonna go open the mailbox. And look inside.
The only thing you see inside is like a notice from City Hall. And that's it.
I look at it and see if the name matches.
It does. And it's just a piece of paper because here they don't like mail. Somebody just drops it off. And if you open it up, it's blank. But it has the City Hall logo on the top.
Look, this is. I kind of show it to John since he's near me. Well, this is weird.
You have
Okay.
anything to see if maybe visible ink or anything?
I have not. Mm.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the like the indentions where the foundation was.
Yeah. It looks. Actually, go ahead and do another search. I'm going to drop it down lower than yours. What is yours at?
Mine's at
What is
80.
your search? Okay, so we're going to drop it down to a 70. You have to beat a 70 because you were trying to search even harder.
46.
Okay. You look. The house was here. Something erased it. But not perfectly.
I kind of looked and see Janice really intently, and I'm like, what's going on? What do you see?
Well, the house was here, but it looks like it was erased.
But this is
Just
an
look
empty
around,
lot.
and I'm like, I've seen houses and buildings torn down before. It takes days to get this level of cleanliness for here. I kind of put my hand out where presumably the wall would be, just to be like, feel. I'm like, nothing. It's nothing. and I just I don't very tentatively. I reach next to where Janice is, and I kind of touch the grass where the house would be.
It feels normal.
I'm gonna look at Margaret go.
Nope.
So you found something, just tuck it away for now then.
I
Don't.
I take the letter and I put it in my purse to look at it later.
Alright, I know we want to linger longer, but that's a little bit too long. Let's go about a normal day.
Yep.
Dear husband, what are you
Get
doing
back.
today? You going back to that school, or
I'm gonna go to bakery.
I'm gonna follow you. This is kind of fucked.
Well, what's your shift at the hospital?
That's good question. Considering where I
everybody's-
thought I was working.
Jobs have been kind of the way it was designed is you got the job, but you don't start till the next week, and that gives you time to do investigations without being bogged down, where you could probably just leave before you all start work.
I kind of go back up to John and the others, and
Oh, I already left. I'm going to the bakery.
I'm following, or I'm right next to her because she did just ask me that question. I don't start until next week. So,
Hopefully we can get this done beforehand.
I go up to
Right.
John and I'm like, listen, I think this is worth investigating, but I have an idea of how to do this, but it's only going to require me. So if you want to head out and see if we can if you can get an idea of where dear Richard is, so that we don't have to tell our superiors that we've had an agent missing for a couple days. Probably beneficial.
Elliot, I say this more out of the kindness of my heart than actually me being a tentative ass towards you like I've been. If you do anything stupid, do not make me come rescue your ass.
I understand. Nothing stupid. It's just asking questions of these neighbors.
Okay. Don't ask the same question too much. They seem to react to the same question. Change it up, change the wording. And for God's sakes, if you feel like you're in danger, just come find me.
And Richard.
I'm gonna continue my jog. Keeping more an eye out for Richard now, wondering what happened to him. While also trying to find the HOA main building. Because I know we had something at the park, but I don't think we ever went to... No, we did go to...
Yeah, you were in there.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I'm going... What? You said the address for this vacant home was 239?
235.
235.
235.
So 237 is the one that's right next to it, right? I am going to okay, I'm going to go up to 237 and knock on their front door.
Okay.
Let's go up to the front door and go.
Okay. All right. So you knock on the front door, and the door opens. And there is a small child there.
Hello.
Hello.
Is your mommy and daddy home?
Yes.
Can I speak to one of them, please? Or both of them?
No.
Are they busy?
No.
It's very important. It's about your neighbors, Thompsons. I try and peer in the window if it's open, that I can see through.
Yeah.
So, peeping Tom.
No.
You
no.
look in the window, and as you look, the kid appears in the window.
I knock again.
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Goodbye. You just opened the door, asked the kid what his name was and if his parents were home.
Yes, I'm trying to get to talk to the parents. I'm trying to think of every way I could think to then go get his parents.
You like candy?
Whoa. We ain't
That's essentially the way it sounds right now.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
does.
Oh, wait, close the door. Let me go look in the window.
Yeah, so I can
Peeping
maybe flag down the
fucking
parents in
Tom.
there. Looking in the living room. I'm in the front of the house. Anyway.
Then you immediately go back and
Stop it.
open the.
Now I'm going to go to 239 now.
Okay.
I go out to the sidewalk and I walk to the right to the next house.
Okay.
Better not be a fucking kid.
Do it.
Open the door. Hello.
Yeah, of course. It's worse. It's an old person. Hi. What's your? Sorry to bother you. My name is Mr. Barnes. I need to ask you something about your neighbors. Not next door, but the house right next to theirs, 235 Thompsons.
I don't know the house numbers.
Can I look over this? What am I seeing right now? Am I seeing an elderly person? Or
Very old. Eyes almost all the way shut. Glasses hanging off the crooked nose. Because I'm blind.
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, let me. And they reach up and grab your face and begin feeling your face. Their hands smell like nicotine and mothballs.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am. Yes,
You're handsome.
thank you. I'm a married man. Just to let you know, as I kind of very gently pull away.
Oh, what's she like?
It's a he. I have a husband. I'm across the street. What's the street that's opposite across from 235? I'm assuming 240.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm like,
That would make
Maybe.
sense considering Georgia doesn't know how to label their street.
I go across the street to the house opposite of where 235 should have been, and I'm just like,
No answer.
Do I notice if there's a car or any kind of signs
There's a
of...
car.
Okay, so somebody is presumably home.
The car there, curtains open, big bay windows.
Do I see any movement through the bay windows?
You see somebody sitting on their couch.
I knocked on the door again. Hello?
So they're just kind of.
I gently rap on the bay window. Hi, I kind of mouth like to the door.
Oh god, you gave them a heart attack.
No.
Seriously.
No, they get up and they slowly crack open the door.
I back away a couple steps so that they can see me and I'm not right on top. Hi, I'm Mr. Barnes. I'm new to the area. Well, I'm sort of new. I'm trying to ask for some help here. I kind of gesture over to where 235 should be. Hey, do you know where the Thompsons are? Mr. Thompson loaned me some gardening equipment. I'm trying to return it, find the best date when to return it to him, but I can't seem to find him. As I put on my best neighborly smile.
They just kind of stare at you for a minute, and they point at a sign that's on the front of the door, and it says "deaf person."
Oh, but I actually use American Sign Language to.
Do you know American Sign Language?
My character does.
Does he? How did he learn it?
He has family members who only.
Is that in your backstory? You had to
Yeah.
have it already established that he knows ASL.
Just won't let me win with you.
You can't rewrite your backstory.
I can't. I didn't bring it. I'm like.
Close the door.
I go to 238. I'm strategy.
My God.
I
It's
say
not.
strategy.
Not here.
We'll knock on
apparently.
238.
And the door flies inward open.
I back up.
And standing there is a person who probably 7'3".
Jesus.
They're just massive.
Sasquatch.
What do you want?
This is a sir, right? Who am I looking at?
It's ma'am.
I need to ask that.
No, it's a guy. As far as you can tell.
I'm like, hello, sir. And it's put on my best neighborly smile. I am so sorry to bother you so early in the morning. I'll make it very quick. I gesture over to where 235 should be. New to the area, Mr. Thompson, let me use some of his gardening equipment. I was coming over to talk to him when he wants it back. Doesn't seem to be here. Got any idea what had been happening to him? I can't seem to find him.
The house is right there.
I look back over. Oh yeah, of course the house is there, but he's not answering.
Well, then just leave it in the yard like everybody else does.
Oh, I can't be leaving somebody's tools just laying around. That wouldn't be really courteous of me. Do you know where he works? I've only ever met him through the little neighborhood community get together in the park.
I'll go knock on his door and go say
I
hi.
already did. He's just not answering. Do you know where else he could be that I could go find him?
He stays there by himself.
No, but you don't know any other place he goes to?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm very sorry to bother you. What's your name? I just walk back and go back to find John, back to the house, my house.
We will cut over to Ellie.
And Janice.
I walk. I'm walking to the bakery with Linda. This is going to be stressful.
As you go into the bakery, Eric is walking out of the back, aka Richard.
Did I?
Holy sh!
Shall I kill you now
What?
or kill you later?
What? I had the weirdest dream. How did I get here?
You've been missing for 2 days.
What?
Start
Apparently-
explaining.
I just woke up here. I had a really weird dream.
Was it the black breathing pole thingy that was in the bowl? And
Yes.
Okay, so that dream's the same.
What? You said it's been 2 days?
Yeah, because then I woke up at the house by myself after that dream. And then I woke up again, and then I had a dream or something with all of us having red wagons with muffins perfectly arranged and a note on Daniel and Elliot's door that said, "We're watching you," or something like that.
Oh.
And then I wake up again, and you're still missing.
All I remember is the dream, and then I woke up on the floor. I'm hungry.
I think we're getting punked by things.
I mean, we
Show doesn't
just
exist.
Right.
There you go. Punk doesn't exist. The show doesn't exist yet.
I didn't mean the show.
That didn't. I don't believe that. Ben would know. I don't believe that phrasing existed before the show.
It did.
Thank you.
See what you're trying to do there.
I think we're getting praised.
Sounds like more than a prank. Sounds like something playing with its food.
I go and open the cooler in the back.
don't forget to mention
Yeah.
that we did have the flyer for a house that wasn't there.
Yeah, that.
Mhm.
It was there, but when we went there, it wasn't, and it looked like somebody did a shitty erase job on it.
Who lived in the house? Is it somebody we spoke to?
Thompsons?
Thompson.
Not speak to
Tom's.
We didn't
Thompson
speak to them?
We did not speak to them.
Okay.
And I don't remember ever speaking to them at the get together. And I reach in my purse and pull out the blank sheet. Do you know possibly how to do invisible ink?
I can try. I haven't really. I mean, my area of expertise really didn't involve invisible ink.
Yeah. I don't know. Because it's blank except for City Hall.
Did you hold that up to a light?
I go and hold it up to like,
Still blank.
with my background, would I know how to look for invisible ink?
No.
Are black lights a thing?
No.
Shoot.
I think they I mean, not. Hold up.
Okay. Get another piece of paper, put it on
We
top
have
of it,
a UV
and
flashlight. We do have a UV flashlight.
Yeah.
yeah, try either that or put another piece of paper on it and do a rubbing to see if something was written on it.
I like look in my purse and grab the UV flashlight and look and shine it on the paper. Like set it on the counter and shine.
Nothing.
I don't have blank papers here. So we're gonna have to go home to find it.
And you said that was from who?
City Hall. It was. They didn't erase the mailbox. It was rusty, and the name was like chiseled off.
Doesn't Elliot work out of town?
Yeah, but I don't trust.
Maybe they'll
him.
have records.
Don't trust him.
Well, he's who we're stuck with. So,
I mean,
maybe he'll...
I technically work out of town too, because where I was supposed to work wasn't where I was supposed to work.
There's a city hall.
Oh, the city hall's in here. Okay.
This place is kind of like its own little city.
Its own little
We're asking.
weird ass.
Okay. Why don't we go to City Hall to drop off business cards of mine for if people need, like, assistance with, like, repairs, and then we might be able to look around a little bit, depending on the situation?
It's got me really.
City hall location public.
I go and look in the cooler to see what's in there. Is it just a normal cooler? Hey, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
I just opened the cooler wide.
Normal cooler.
Oh.
I closed the cooler and it's like, I don't get paid for this shit.
You're telling me I'm missing 2 days of information, and I don't know where I
That's
was
me.
for any of it.
You didn't miss much, just besides Elliot being an idiot.
Kinda sounds like it.
Anyways, I guess we could try the town hall. See if we
Yeah,
can't
see if we
see
can
what the
find
public
anything,
records have.
I tried. Well, after I left, I tried to go find.
So, as you go to walk away, the sky shifts for just a moment. The light dims, the air thickens, and you hear it. A distant echo of laughter, a woman's voice, gentle and warm. Honey, could you grab the lemonade? A man chuckles. Sure thing, darling. The faint creak of a porch swing, and the squeak of a child's bike's wheels. And then silence. The moment passes like a skipped frame in a film, and everything is normal again. The lot is empty, and you're alone. And all that sound was coming from that lot.
And that's only Elliot, right?
I'm gonna turn around, look. And hurry off to.
Okay. So, are you guys going to talk to everybody about going to City Hall? Or are you just going to go on your own?
It might be better to get the others more eyes.
Yeah, but if all of us go to City Hall at the same time, it's suspicious.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, and there's more chance of one of us making a mistake. If there's more people there. What time is it, actually?
It's early afternoon.
Okay. Because curfew's at 9, right? Okay.
So, Ellie, Eric, and Janice are all going to go to town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll let the lovebirds be.
Okay. So, it takes you 10, 15 minutes to walk there. It's not that far. But it is at the far edge of Willowbrook Pines. Past the manicured hedgerows, beyond the rows of perfect homes, and nestled behind a gated iron fence where the grass is just a little too green. The building itself is colonial revival. Brick face, tall white columns out front, with a plaque above the door that reads Service, Structure, Serenity. And then there's thick oak double doors.
This is creepy.
I make sure I have business cards for the bakery to hand out with Richard handing out his business cards.
Okay.
Yeah, I double checked that my business cards are still there. I usually walk around with them.
Just go inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The interior is eerily quiet. Not library quiet. Vacuum sealed. Like someone turned off the world. The floor is gleaming marble, checkerboard black and white, not a single scuff or footprint in sight. The walls are painted hospital cream, adorned with photos of smiling town council members, each one with eyes that seem just a little too shiny. The portraits line both walls, stretching down the hallway with the same plaque beneath each. Dutifully appointed, eternally grateful. There is no receptionist, no front desk, just a bell on a small side table labeled in swirling script. For appointments only. The bell is made of black glass, and it hums faintly, like it's vibrating just beneath hearing.
Well, that's
Professional
unusual.
memory. How big is Richard and that house?
And it's like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
Okay. You don't have an idea. I ring the bell.
Ding. And it hums faintly. Or, sorry, the chime is deafening, not in volume, but in presence, and it echoes without fading, as if it travels farther than sound should go. And then the overhead fluorescents flicker once, then again. And when they stabilize, something is off. The portraits now have their mouths slightly open. The hallway ahead appears longer than before. A low tone begins to rumble beneath your feet, like a furnace kicking on deep below. You gonna go down the hallway?
I look to Linda and her crazy. Tell you?
Yes?
Okay. So you move forward. Doors line the hallway, each labeled authorized access only. Behind one, you hear a sound. Shuffling paper and a distant laugh.
I knock on the door.
You knock and it opens. And it leads to a blank white-walled closet. Nothing inside, no source.
How did you leave the room?
Okay. And then you notice, all of you, a trail of fine white powder, like flour or bone dust, leading further inward.
Dust.
I followed the.
Yeah.
And suddenly, one of the hallway lights pops and goes dark, then another, and another, and the three of you stand alone in a slowly darkening hallway with the letter in your coat pocket that still bears no writing, the town seal pressed so deeply in it, it nearly pierces the paper. You continue?
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. Everybody, go ahead and make me a sanity check, please, for you three.
Okay, and let me double check. Sanity.
So it's the sanity points.
Yep, you're gonna roll, and you need to be lower than your current sanity points.
Oh, no, I failed it by a long shot then. I rolled a 91 and my current's 55.
Oh,
Okay,
that sucks.
Just double check.
My current is 70.
I'm more crazy than you.
I'm very crazy.
Let me just double check the sanity.
But, I mean, to be fair, it is established that my character is mentally ill.
Let's see.
I got a psychologist.
Second.
How many are nurse?
I've seen some shit.
I used to work at Waffle House to pay for my medical schooling. Thanks.
Yeah. Military police, then what? U.S. Marshal.
Oh,
Okay. So, did everybody fail?
No,
no, I got a 48 and my current is 58, so I'm
Okay.
I fail.
You're not even there.
Roll.
Oh,
You are there.
Yeah, I feel big time. Big time.
So, you lose 2 sanity points.
Okay.
all of us.
Just the failure. Okay. So, at the end of the hall, a heavy door reads Archives. Do not enter unless escorted. But there's no one to stop you.
I look to Richard and Linda. It's up to you. Do we go?
Do I see any cameras?
No?
They're watching anyways, most likely.
I could pick it if it's locked.
Let's try it.
Alright, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay. You grab the doorknob, and it's uncomfortably warm to the touch. As the door creaks open, the smell of aged paper, ozone, and antiseptic hits your noses. The lights inside flicker. Filing cabinets stand like tombstones, all sealed shut, but one is half open, drawer extended.
Okay.
Who does this?
We have two options. We grab everything in there, close it, and then burn it after we read it at our homes, or we read it quick. Because they're going to know we're in here one way or the other, I kind of feel.
Well, let's just see what's with this thing.
Should I stand watch? What? I'll stand. If we, I'm worried about closing the door and having it locked behind us. What if we mostly close it and I keep my ear to the door? And I'll keep my hand on the handle so it doesn't shut all the way. I'm going to try that. So mostly closed so that it hopefully looks closed if somebody looks over here, but not latched. And I'm going to keep my ear to the door.
And then so you're going to look inside?
Yeah.
Yep.
So inside is a single file folder labeled Project Harmony, individual intake logs. But it's completely blank, except on the final page. There, in thick block letters, Janice Stewart, status in progress. And below it, do not interfere with integration. And as you stare at the page, the lights flicker off entirely. And from behind you, somewhere in the pitch black corridor, comes the sound of a leather shoe dragging across tile. Then another. Then a wet, sucking breath. What do you do?
What?
It's outside the door.
Oh no, it's inside.
It's in here? Do I see it?
In the pitch dark. It's
oh,
pitch
it's
black.
fucking pitch
You
black
just
right
hear it.
now.
I think
just
we need to
stand
go. We need to
really
go.
still.
I punch
We
it.
need to go. We need to go. We need to open the door. Open the
I
door.
stand really still until the door is open.
I punch it.
I book it.
Okay.
This is fight or flight. I punch it. Or at least try to.
And then you're gonna run out after.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Then whoever this is will have a
get
mark,
that.
hopefully.
And the moment that wet, dragging breath echoes through the pitch dark corridor, the tension snaps like a wire. A figure, no, a silhouette, begins to emerge from the blackness, barely illuminated by the flickering emergency lights overhead. It doesn't walk, it glides, dragging its feet like a marionette missing its strings. Its proportions are wrong. Arms too long, neck too thin, head cocked unnaturally sideways. No face, just a blank porcelain surface where one should be. Gloved hands flex and twitch like it's trying to remember how to use them. You don't wait, Eric. You swing hard, your fist connecting with a sound like punching wet leather over steel. The thing doesn't stumble, it shudders. The impact absorbed into its form like it wasn't solid to begin with. Then it tilts its head fully backward, upside down, until the smooth surface of its face is staring at you, Eric, with nothing at all. A mouth opens wide, splitting where there was no seam. It emits a horrific, low-frequency screech that isn't heard so much as felt in your teeth and bones. And you run. Ellie, you grab Janice's hand, and the three of you sprint back towards the front doors, but the hallway has changed. Where there were portraits, now there are mirrors. Each reflection shows not you, but your covers. You, Ellie, the Stepford wife. Janice, the nurse. Eric, the sweet neighboring husband, each staring back with forced, placid smiles, unmoving. Behind you, the shriek grows quieter, but not distant. It's like it's moving parallel to you, through hidden walls. You reach the main lobby, but the doors are gone. In their place is a single filing cabinet standing upright, drawers slowly sliding open one by one. Inside each, a manila envelope labeled with your real names. Eleanor Graves, anomaly report pending. Eric Gale, behavioral drift detected. Janice Stewart, identity bleed imminent. The cabinet crashes. The metal collapses with a crash, and the sound resets, a blip, like the room just reloaded. Suddenly, sunlight pours in. The front doors are back. No alarms, no creature. Just soft jazz on the radio and the faint sound of lawn sprinklers. As you stumble outside, gasping, blinking in the warped suburban sunlight, a man watering roses across the street waves to you with a smile. Morning, neighbors. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Good morning.
That's where we're going to take a break. So, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I'll be back.
All right, and we're back. All right, so you guys rush out, and you see everything normal.
What time did we go into the city?
2-ish.
I look at my watch to see what time it is now.
It's about 6 p.m.
Guys?
Uh-huh. The fuck did it... Let's group up with the others and tell them.
Should keep our interactions with each other limited? Like gathering in groups? Because I have a feeling there will be times. No matter what, we've got their butts in.
I'm pretty sure we're being watched right the fuck now. Anyway.
Watering his lawn, just waving and smiling.
For the fact that we saw our real names?
Integration in progress under mine. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be alone.
While this is going on, I want to be running around trying to find John.
Which by now I'd probably be jogging around the HOA building area.
And I see him. Eventually, I kind of also just see him there, and I wave him down, and I run up to him. Like, okay, thank God I found you.
I'm thinking something's wrong going, Bree. And went after you.
Sorry.
That's my first question, is anyone after you?
No.
Does anyone suspect you?
I don't think so, but I didn't stick around too long to see if to raise suspicions. At least I don't think. Okay, so I went around the neighbors.
Fill me in at the house. We're way too close to the HOA. Pointing right to the HOA building.
I look over and do I see anybody?
No.
I'm like, yeah, good idea. Let's head home.
Let's go home and cook dinner, dear.
Yes, let's do that. It's like,
I'm
do we have?
gonna grab his hand like I would, and then just lead him back to the house.
Question. What is the in-game date currently? Because we have a community watch night on the 18th. And I know I lost a couple days.
No.
Did we do the gardening one already? I think we did the gardening one already. No, what? No, we didn't. We set up for it and we didn't do it. I don't think. The gardening one yet.
Walk in hand with my hubby, and we go home. And as we close the door behind, I lock it, close the drapes, and I'm like, okay, do we want to do a quick bug check again
Yeah,
before we talk?
I want to do that every time we come home, when none of us are home. You start upstairs, I'll start downstairs. You understand what to look for and how thorough you need to be.
Yes.
Then I want you to
I
be
go in and I
extra
start-
thorough this time since you're this freaked out. And
I go upstairs and I check the spots anywhere where there might be listening devices.
I'm going to look for anything I can find that may be people listening for us on the bottom floor.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys are going to go ahead and swoop the house again. The house is quiet. A little too quiet. No birds outside. No wind brushing the bushes. Just the ticking of the wall clock in the hallway, a steady rhythm like a heartbeat trying to calm itself. Wayne moves upstairs, the floorboards creaking beneath your weight as you pass the neatly staged guest bedrooms and the sterile master's suites. Your detector, standard issue, innocuous looking, gives the occasional polite click, nothing major at first. When you enter the upstairs linen closet, something shifts. The walls feel closer. The light bulb overhead flickers just once, subtle, like it might burn out. The EMF detector clicks, then again, then rattles rapidly, peaking, and then silence. The moment you lift it, the readings vanish. You notice something strange. One of the shelves has a small notch cut in the wood, the grain smooth and clean, as if something was inserted, watched, then removed. And on the floor beneath the towels, a black button, polished and round, warm to the touch. Meanwhile, John, you search downstairs. You move methodically under couches, along baseboards, behind framed paintings. The house remains pristine, no dust, no clutter, too clean. When you open the hall closet, you find a row of coats still on their hooks. Not yours. 6 coats. Different sizes, different styles, all adult, all tagged inside the collar with names none of you recognize. One of them still faintly smells of perfume. Sweet, faintly citrus, unfamiliar. And then you hear it. A soft creak from the kitchen. Not loud, just enough. You glance toward the doorway. The light is still on, but there's a shadow across the tile floor. It's not moving, and it's not yours. And in the reflection of the hall mirror for just a second, you see someone standing in the kitchen doorway. But when you turn, nothing. The kitchen is empty. The smell of citrus is gone.
After experiencing what I experienced, I very quickly go down the stairs and trying to meet up with John.
I'm in the kitchen, frozen, hand right where the gun would be, as I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on. And if I see him, the gun's coming up real quickly until I notice it's him, then it's going to go down slowly.
I see him. I'm like, well, it's just me. After I see him kind of doing this.
What did you find first?
Okay. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's white. Like, too quiet.
It's also clean
There's no
where I
wind,
haven't
there's
cleaned.
no birds or crickets.
Neither one of us have cleaned this house, and it's like we freshly cleaned.
I know. I noticed that too. It's like this place has been freeze-dried wrapped or whatever.
You're locking the door before you
And they're
leave,
starting-
right?
Yes.
How they...
I held up the little EMF meter. I was getting some kind of strange readings in the linen closet.
How long ago?
Something's off about it.
How long ago? Because I just had some...
Maybe a minute or so ago.
I just had some shadow at the kitchen doorway. Someone was there,
House?
but then it disappeared before I can even actually look in the direction. Hence why you may have almost gotten shot. No offense.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's something weird's going on here.
Both of you, as you kind of take a breath, the kitchen's silent. Not just quiet, hollow. Like a soundproof chamber carved from something old and listening. The wallpaper is patterned with tiny blue flowers. The edges are too crisp. The grout between the tiles is too white. Everything is so clean it feels pre-sanctified, like a showroom built to be watched. The fridge hums in steady rhythm. The clock above the pantry door ticks once, then stops. Not broken, just done. As you are in the kitchen, the air turns noticeably colder. The kind of cold that doesn't just prick your skin. It seeps into your chest, presses on your ribs. Then, without warning, every appliance clicks at once. The microwave beeps, the coffee machine gurgles, the oven flashes 3:33 a.m., though it's clearly not. The fridge door slowly creaks open by itself. Not a fast swing, but a slow, deliberate motion, like someone on the other side is holding it and gently pulling.
I kind of turned to face it, and what the hell's going on?
So inside the fridge is a single item. A large meat-wrapped bundle on a porcelain platter, wrapped in what looks like twine and pink butcher paper.
What happened to my
But-
groceries?
The paper's too soft, and the twine looks eerily like braided hair. A note is pressed to the front, written in red ink, but from here it looks like it just says, "From the neighbors." Then the floor beneath you moans, and the lights go out. In total darkness, a sound rises. Not from the fridge, not from the walls, from inside the room. Something is breathing. Close, wet, ragged, raw. Then a voice right behind you, like it whispered directly into the inner ear. Shouldn't. It's you are. But we can fix that. A shape shifts in the blackness, a silhouette just barely visible in the glow of the oven's clock. It's tall, with limbs too long, and its face blossoms open like a four-petaled wound, revealing dozens of tiny, chattering baby teeth instead of eyes. It doesn't move, it just waits, breathing, listening, deciding. The lights flicker back to life. The fridge is as it normally is. And it's all back to normal.
I'm just in shock next to John, and I'm like, you saw that? You saw that, right?
The gun is in my hand, ready for the next time it wants to speak, and I'm going, don't hit me right now. That would not be smart.
Okay.
Yes, I saw it.
So I was just about to say the little EMF meter went off in the linen closet upstairs, and it looks like there's some kind of a button or something up there. I don't know.
Check the coat closet and tell me what you see.
Earlier when I was checking on the other houses, everybody there seems to think the Thompson's house is actually still there. Like, actually, they can see it. Apparently, it's only us who can't see it. But they've also put a lot of weird people around there. A blind person, a kid that I only saw a little kid at the door, and some big tall guy, and a deaf person.
Tall guy, deaf person, and a kid?
And a blind old person.
And they think there's a house there.
Well, to be fair, the only person who told me that was there was the big tall guy. The deaf person can't talk, and the blind person can't see, and the little kid wouldn't talk to me because I'm a stranger.
Smart kid.
I even tried giving him candy.
Deaf person can't talk.
Deaf people can talk.
You want...
Deaf people can't hear? The deaf person could hear?
Yes, but that also affects their speech too.
Not always.
Elliot, why?
But yes, that was basically a Demogorgon that you saw.
Elliot, I want you to go check the coat closet. Can you tell me if you see the same thing I do of different sized coats and names?
I go to the coat room closet and I check the coats.
It's normal. It's your coats, that's it.
I look around, check the coats, and I'm like, I only see our coats. And I show them.
No, those weren't there. It was other people's, other names.
What names?
I didn't get a chance to look too much until things started happening in the kitchen.
That's fair.
It seems when we dig too deep, something wants to remind us that we're being watched.
I think we're getting close to whatever is going on here.
You ever see that doll? It's still in the closet, right? Where was it?
Shit. Didn't we put it in one of the rooms?
We put it in the closet of that room. Is it still there? You did check that room, right?
No, I only checked the hallway linen closet.
I said be more thorough.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. I hadn't got a chance to go to that room until shit went weird for me. And then I ran down to tell you.
I'm gonna move in front of Elliot, and then I'm gonna pull on his shirt a little bit as I'm staying in front this time, gun forward. We're gonna go finish checking, because if that thing has moved, I'm shooting it.
If you pass by our bedroom, let me get my gun as well.
I think it's before our bedroom, unfortunately.
It is.
So we're gonna go up to that room, just look inside. I'm gonna creak the door open slowly, gun up.
Okay. You open. Nothing's there.
Like no bed, no chair, or anything like that?
No. That stuff's there.
I'm gonna open up the closet where we put it.
Okay, you open it up. Nothing.
Oh shit.
Leave me. I'm kidding.
No.
Cool.
Chucky.
My gosh. I was
I
going
will
to say
burn my house
Annabelle.
down.
Annabelle's right near us right now.
No, it's not until October that she's near.
We're not going to see it.
Alright. Our room. Because I'm guessing you didn't get that far. Great.
Like I got interrupted.
Let's go. I don't like that this thing's not here.
Yeah, go to the bedroom, guys.
But I'm gonna still leave, keeping him behind me, because he doesn't have anything on him. I'll pump him full later.
Whoa.
Sheesh.
When we get to the room, I want to go and grab my gun from the.
You're gonna go just randomly in and not check the room for anything first.
No, I'm following behind you. I'm waiting for you to go first.
I'm gonna creak our door open because I'm still paranoid where this doll may be. It better not be on the bed. As I'm gonna go in and look around.
So as you open the door, on the bed is this doll, and right in its lap is your gun, just sitting there.
Yeah,
Its hands aren't on it or anything. It's just sitting there,
I'm poking.
and it's just lifeless.
I'm putting a hole in its chest and its head.
You're gonna fire a gun.
Don't you do? I see him about to do that, and I'd be like, "Knock it off!" As I very carefully tiptoe and go. It's like
It moves.
like jumps at me, or like it just
twitches.
I grab the gun. I'm
I
like,
just wanted that reaction.
I grab the gun. I'm like,
That thing goes in the
And
garage.
it just falls over.
okay,
You have a fireplace, right?
yes.
It's gonna get
Save
burned
it.
now. Let's do that.
You grab it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and light your fire in the Georgia heat.
Don't care.
He
I'm gonna take that thing.
grills into Georgia heat.
Well, throw it in the fire pit
yeah.
and light it.
I'm still pointing. I still have my gun, and I'm pointing at it as it burns.
Okay, I would say at this point it's starting to get later for everybody, getting close to curfew.
I looked at John. I'm like, maybe we should call the others.
But remember, you guys have radios to communicate with each other, so you don't have to always visit each other.
I go up to
And they're secure.
I grab my radio from up the room, and I come back down and I click it on. I'm like, hey guys, you heard me?
I'm in my house, so
Would you guys have your radios on?
I
Probably
would
not.
because of my job of being a nurse, I'm used to having a radio on and because of emergencies. So I know in case of emergency to have that on.
I probably wouldn't have it because of being in the public. That's not crackling and people hearing it.
I'm like, hello? Anybody on the street frequency? Guys, you heard me?
I read you.
Oh, thank God, Janice. What happened today? Did you guys have any luck? Did you guys find Eric?
Tell him to burn the doll.
Yes, burn the dolls. They're evil.
Man, being in Grenada taught you no military radio discipline, did it? You used a government name over a radio.
You said it was secure.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My radios at work are secure, and we still use codes.
I'm panicking because
Elliot?
we just had.
I mean, it's not like they used radios in Grenada anyways. It lasted an hour. It didn't last long enough to turn the radio on.
I'm sorry. Who are you trying to talk to, Elliot?
I'm trying to talk to you, Linda.
All right. We found Eric. He or not Eric. God, Richard. Motherfucker. Now he's got me doing it. We found Richard. Richard was in the bakery.
Was he hungover?
He lost 2 days.
That's not good.
Anyways,
We're gonna
we
have to
went-
make sure nothing was done to him.
We went to the city hall after, and to put it simply, they know our real names.
I like to.
I was going to
They
say,
probably
they have at
got
least
some
3 of them
of
from
the
this
radio.
conversation.
Right.
I looked at John, who's right next to me, who probably heard that. I'm like, him again?
There was a drawer that had Project Harmony. Most of it was blank, except for the last page where it had my actual name and integration in progress.
Oh.
Then shit went sideways. Very fucking fast. I'm used to this shit going sideways in a hospital ER. I am used to that shit. This shit?
You didn't happen to see a big, tall, shadowy figure in the pitch darkness, did you?
It chased us.
Oh. I think your friend visited us too.
Wonderful. That's just... I'll let the other two know. Also, what's with the doll this time?
I had the radio to to John.
Here's John.
I didn't say that.
You're muted.
Daniel here. Burn the fucking doll, Linda. We basically found it in our bed. Well, the master bed. With Elliot's gun. After your friend visited. Burn the doll.
I'm gonna go look for that doll. Excuse me. And I go and try and find the doll in my house.
It's not there.
Anywhere in the house. Hey, Daniel?
Is it done?
It's not here.
I'm sorry, repeat.
It's not here.
Take a quick inventory.
Already on it. And I am searching the house top to bottom.
Richard or Margaret, are you on the channel?
Are you guys done saying a lot of stuff that shouldn't be said over the radio?
You've been listening to shit.
You just see Margaret, like, gripping her hands super tight, ready to say shit. That's why you grabbed the radio from me.
Because if they didn't know who we were, they fucking do now.
Thanks, Eric.
Richard, just find the doll and burn it for now.
I'll look for it. I'm gonna look for the doll.
I go help look for the doll, too.
Okay.
And I have my gun strapped to, like, on a thigh holster.
Okay.
Hidden on her dress.
Did you guys hear I punched the shit out of our monster?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
It was
Punched
wet.
The thing.
Hinky.
Not the fun way.
Take the radio from Daniel. Do you have any memory or even a hint, a little bit, something different from those 2 missing days when you waking up in the bakery? Like even the little stuff might count. You went somewhere.
I don't remember anything, right?
Nope.
Bad dream, and then I woke up. On the floor.
Describe your dream if you can remember it.
Not on the radio.
I've cross-referenced. It's the same one.
Comms guy over here.
I take the radio. We may have been compromised. And I hand it back to Richard as I continue looking for the fucking doll.
Nothing.
I vote business as usual for a couple days.
Business as usual is kind of fucked up.
I take the
Lay
radio
low.
from Richard.
You've been very loud.
Elliot,
Go ahead.
study your backstory again. And stop using our names.
Copy that. Over and out.
So, everyone begins to settle in for the night. It's about 3 a.m. ish.
Oh, really?
where it's silent. No wind, no cicadas, no hum from the streetlights. Then a sound like a celestial tearing, a thunderclap that shakes the plaster in the walls and sets every car alarm in the neighborhood screaming. Lightning. The lights explode in a staccato burst, followed by a deafening pop from the breaker box outside, and then total darkness. Your breakers have blown.
All of ours?
Every single one of you. Seemingly everybody, a lightning strike happened and it blew the breakers, which the breakers are outside.
Stay here and watch out the window. I'm gonna go fix it.
I wake up too, and I go to John, and I'm like,
remember this, the 80s breakers were common outside.
I don't remember that, so I
grew up in a house that was built in the 80s. It's very common.
I'm gonna take my flashlight
check this
and go out to the breaker box.
Yeah, I go out there in my robe.
I do this. I do the same thing.
I have my gun kind of like hidden, and I'm using my flashlight to
Okay, so
search the house.
basically everybody's gonna kind of emerge and converge.
I'm searching the house. I'm not going outside.
Okay.
I'm going out to just flip the breakers back and go back inside with my gun and flashlight.
Okay. So you step out into the storm. Rain slashes sideways in thick sheets. The air is warm but feels electrically charged, like the moment for a lightning strike that never comes. All over the neighborhood, people are stepping out of their houses. You may want to get the others to see what the hell this is.
I kind of, as I step out, I kind of look back and yelling, Daniel?
Yes?
Come here, please.
I'm going to stand at the doorway, looking at the storm and going, oh, jolly.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's bad, but look at everybody else as I point to the rest of everyone coming out.
Richard?
I'm gonna wave Margaret down, assuming that she's looking out the window and watching me like I asked her to.
I walk down.
Okay, so all of you kind of
As I'm hiding the gun in my robe.
Yeah, I'm hiding mine.
Again, all of you see people stepping out of their houses, but they're not right. Each of them wears a plastic smile. They walk barefoot into the wet streets, arms at their sides. Some of them are whispering something, but the words are lost beneath the wind. Then someone screams. Not from fear, from rapture. They all turn toward the cul-de-sac. A child stands there, small, maybe 8 years old, in pajamas soaked through. She points upward. And the clouds. They're not clouds. They pulse. A shape shifts towards you. Something massive, spindled, alive. Like tendons made of lightning, curling and uncoiling through the sky. And then, without sound, one of the neighbors, Mrs. Fletcher, 2 houses down, rises 6 feet into the air. Her mouth opens in a silent scream, eyes rolled back, and something crawls out of her shadow. Then slick, like a wet mannequin made of old photos and meat, moving with jerks and spasms. It doesn't see you. Then it does. It snaps upright, too tall now. Its jaw stretches wide and clicks backward, as if breaking itself into a smile. Others rise too, from the lawns, the gutters, beneath storm grates. These creatures stitched from suburbia itself begin to emerge. Some of the neighbors start clapping. Isn't it beautiful? Someone says. Another collapses into their knees and starts praying, but not in English, not in any language you would understand. But the breaker box is still fucked.
I'm resisting every urge in my body to pull my gun like that.
I look to John and I say, Daniel, keep the door open and an eye on those call out thing that's coming our way. I'm going to go reset the breakers as I kind of move along toward where the breaker box is, which I'm assuming is at the side of the house.
No, it's behind the house.
Oh wait, is there a back door? Wait, do I have a?
You can go around.
Oh, I can't just go through the back
You're
door.
used to using the back door, huh, Elliot?
I go around to. Actually, as I'm around, I look to John. Before I get around the edge of the house, I said, like, if anything starts coming this toward us, lock the doors and open the back door to let me in. As I move hell up all of you. As I skirt around the side of the house and make my way to the rear entrance of the
So
Shit, you're gonna get Eric interested.
the breaker box behind the house is warped. The lock is melted, and this is for everybody. The air smells of copper and spoiled milk. Inside the panel, instead of breakers, there's a tangle of organic cords pulsing with yellow lights, like a neural cluster that doesn't belong in this world. It pulses in time with the lightning overhead. From behind the house, a long, slow creaking. Someone's swing set is moving, but there's no wind anymore. Just the sky pulsing. Just the thing watching from behind the clouds. And then the humming starts again. From every house, from every mouth. Another day in paradise, another day to rise.
So I see the fucked up breaker box, right?
Okay. I don't know how to fix that.
I just make my way back to the front of the house to let John know that the breaker box really isn't a breaker box, and I don't know how to reset it.
How is it not a breaker box?
I don't know. There's like these pulsating cords or something in where all the fuses and switches for the breaker should be. I'm not touching it, and it seemed like it's pulsating with the lights up in the sky. I don't understand. Plus, I kept hearing the swing set going. One of our neighbors' swing set going. There's nobody's out there, and don't know if you heard. I started hearing a little humming and singing.
As suddenly as it began, it ends. All at once, the lights flicker back on. House by house, street lamp by street lamp, the oppressive blackness is swept away in a sterile yellow glow. The storm, gone. The rain stops mid-drop, like the world hit pause. The wind vanishes, the air dries in an instant. Above, the sky is perfectly clear, cloudless, star-filled, as if the night had never broken. The neighbors, the ones who had stood like mannequins in the rain, the ones who floated or whispered or screamed with rapture, they turn and sink. Their heads tilt just a little, like resetting, and then wordlessly they walk back into their homes. Doors close, porch lights flicker on. One lawn sprinkler hisses to life, a dog barks, distant, normal. You stand in the street, soaked to the bone, shoes heavy with mud and rainwater that has already begun to evaporate into steam. There's no sign of the monsters, no sign of the neural cord mass in the breaker box, no proof the sky had ever been alive, only the faintest scent of ozone and the lingering echo of something that was watching and chose, for at least now, not to act. And from your house, you hear the TV kick on. And you hear a familiar jingle. Wake up bright, the pines are right, another day in paradise. The town has gone back to sleep, but nothing feels rested.
I go and turn the TV off and I face John. We need to talk with everybody in the morning.
Later in the morning.
All that. I don't know. I'm going to be able to sleep.
So you get the room where the doll was, right?
As I go up to the master bedroom.
So, go ahead.
I'm gonna turn to Ellie. You go ahead and sleep. I'll keep watch. I've slept enough for 2 days.
I think it'd be a good idea that we stay in the same room.
Agreed.
Wake me up in a couple hours and I'll take watch so you can sleep.
I'm okay. I slept for 2 days. Apparently.
We don't know what happened for those 2 days. Whether you slept, whether you didn't.
We'll take turns if it happens again next night. I'll sleep, you watch.
Alright. You're just wake me up if you need something.
Will do.
Okay. As everybody begins to go back to bed, you all see across the street in a second-story window of a house you've never paid attention to before stands a woman. She's still, bathed in the faint glow of a lamp, her face just barely visible through the curtains. Her hands rest on the windowsill, and her expression is unreadable. Her gaze locked onto one of your homes. She doesn't blink. She doesn't move. She's just there, watching. And then the lights in her room go out. You could wait till morning to investigate, or investigate now. But all of you see this.
I think I'm staying inside.
I'm gonna do the Dom and go.
Okay.
I don't feel safe in my house right now, so I'm going with.
Alright, so just you two? Okay. As you two head towards the house to investigate, you notice the front lawn is untouched, as if no one has walked on it for months. The mailbox is empty, but the house is listed as occupied in HOA records. And the front door is locked, but the welcome mat is pristine, completely unused.
I'm gonna go with them, but they left before I could get out. So I kind of sneak up on them.
Okay.
If she goes, I'm following.
Okay.
So it's just me staying in the house.
Yep.
I just kind of, I'm just kind of seeing everyone just going. I'm just, fine. Let's go. And
You go out the back door.
I go out and trot up next to everybody.
Okay. So, this house shouldn't be lived in, but you did see someone in that window.
I knock on the door.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're probably not going to get the result you wanted from Dad. Trust me.
No response. But you do hear a faint rustling sound inside, like curtains shifting, but no footsteps.
Or you guys stay out here. I've broken into houses before. I'm gonna go to the back door and put my ear to the door.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna follow Richard so then he's not alone.
It's quiet.
Can't hear anything?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna pick it.
Okay. Go
There'll be-
ahead.
Tools or something, right? Hang on, let me find it.
Yeah.
Your locksmithing craft, 60, okay.
Yeah.
Did it do it? Oh, no, I rolled over it. I got a 73 and my goal was 60.
Okay, you can't quite get there.
I'm looking in the window, like kind of like looking in the window to see if I see any movement.
You see furniture with a thin layer of dust. All the rooms darkened, but you don't see anybody.
I'm gonna try for a window, for a back window. See if I can get it to open.
Okay.
I just try and turn the knob of the door, the front door.
Turns.
It opened right up. Well, I was trying not to
turned
go
it
for the
and I
front,
just-
because the front they're gonna be waiting for.
I just kind of opened and looked at the others, and I was like,
Okay.
Let them know. And I go around back. I'm like,
Well, when I see them open the door, because I'm kind of looking in the windows.
Yeah.
I turn to look at Richard and I try to open the back door.
It's really tight. No, it's locked.
I kind of like wave my hand in the back door.
Signal Elliot to go open the back door.
I walk towards it, and I look around and unlock the door that is at the rear of the domicile.
You did what to the dinosaur?
If the
Okay.
front was
So-
unlocked, they'll expect us from there.
Well, y'all are already in. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the living room, a family photo sits on the fireplace mantle, but all the faces are blurred, and the furniture is arranged too perfectly as if never used.
Do you remember what floor?
Second. You still have a kitchen, and then there's an upstairs hallway where the rooms are.
I go investigate the kitchen.
Okay. The calendar on the fridge reads 1983, so 2 years behind. And the dining table is set for dinner, but the food is plastic and untouched.
I open the drawers and cabinets,
Fully furnished.
I look
refrigerator.
Plastic food.
to Daniel and I point towards the stairs. And I look to Richard and Linda. Stay here.
Is there a
As I start walking towards the stairs.
Okay. As you go up the stairs, one door is ajar.
With my hand on my gun that's in my pocket, I slowly walk through. As I'm scanning, I slowly walk to the open door.
Okay.
Is there a basement door I see in the kitchen?
No.
And I will slam it, kind of like not slam it open, but I'll kind of like do how we're trained to open the door and make sure it hits the wall behind. Make sure there's nobody behind the door.
Okay. The door opens to reveal a dimly lit bedroom. The window where the woman had been standing is still open, the curtains billowing slightly despite the still air. The bed is neatly made, but something rests atop the blanket. A single photograph.
I look at the photograph.
The photograph is of all of you standing at the potluck. Picture taken from inside this very house. And the moment you grab it, the walls seem to shift slightly, warping at the edges of your vision. A faint whisper slithers through the room, a voice hollow and distant. You don't belong. The temperature drops suddenly. Sounds of footsteps creak above you on the ceiling. The lights begin to flicker.
Do I notice the lights from right downstairs?
Take the photo, put it in my pocket. I'm gonna do the dumbest thing ever. I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna look up at the ceiling to see if there's any access point to an attic.
Okay. All right, so you're staying in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you look around, you are staying a little too long, and the lights flicker again, and the door slams shut. You all that are downstairs hear the door slam shut.
I'm running up and
I-
immediately trying to like throw my body into the door.
I'm like, nope. I go to try to open the door.
Door does not open.
I just put my head against the door. I'm like, fuck.
I run up behind Richard. Oh, what's going on?
It won't open.
Here, let me. I try and shove my weight into the door.
I keep trying to jiggle the handle to open
The window
it.
was open when we looked in, right?
The upstairs, yes.
I'm gonna run out front and hold my arms out. Jump out! I'll catch you.
Okay, so
Is the window
You-
open? Still open?
you haven't checked
I was
it.
gonna say
I'm like,
I don't know
But
that it's
as
not.
you go to run out, the door does not open. The front door.
This door won't open either.
Oh, this.
I go down the hall and check and see if any of the other doors will open.
Do not
Anything
go in.
leading out of this house does not open.
I turned to see if the window is still open.
It
As
is
I'm
not.
slowly scanning the room.
It is not.
Oh,
I'm gonna look for like a knife or something that I could use to start breaking the door. To like peel it apart.
There
Okay.
should be like fire pickers and stuff
Yeah,
downstairs.
something like that.
You hear nothing. You can't hear anybody outside. It's like you're submerged. Then suddenly everybody hears a rotary phone ring. One ring. Silence. Then it goes again. 2 rings. Then 3. Then 4. It builds unnatural, panicked, urgent. Then it stops. A few seconds later, the TV turns on by itself, glowing pale blue, static. Then a channel cuts in, and the rest of you are seeing this kind of go down when the TV comes on. Black and white footage of Ellie herself entering the room only moments ago, grainy like CCTV, but she's not alone. You don't see this. Behind her, barely visible, is the shape of a second woman walking in step, but a half second behind, like a poorly aligned reflection. And then the screen cuts to static again.
Do I hear where that phone was going off at?
No, she heard the phone.
Oh, shoot.
That was it.
I'm looking and seeing if I see a phone in the room.
See what?
A phone in the room.
You didn't hear a phone. Or, sorry. Yes, you did. Yes, it's on the bedside table.
I slowly, with shaking hands, go to pick up the phone.
Okay.
Hello?
Dead tone.
I hang up the phone.
And then suddenly you can hear, all of you can hear, from the hallway. High-pitched, childlike, but rehearsed. It loops, then distorts. You look so pretty. You look so pretty. You look like her. Then a voice on the intercom system crackles to life. It's your voice, but slightly off, like it's mimicking you. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Don't come in. You didn't say that. From the corner of the room, the closet door creaks open an inch, just enough to show a bare foot inside, motionless, pale, pointed directly at you. There's a painting in there. When you look at the painting, the woman in the window in the painting is looking at you. One hand lifted gently to the glass. On the pane is a single backward etched word fogged into the window. Trade.
I go to the door and I start pounding on it and saying, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Do we hear that pounding?
No. And then suddenly you only hear silence until you hear Ellie's voice from inside. Only she's standing right behind you, smiling and not blinking.
I back away from her. I'm like, we got company.
Oh.
She was in there. Why is she right there?
Okay,
I'm gonna go up
Nope.
and check the room to see if I can't get the door open.
Nothing.
who are you? I say to the not Ellie.
Suddenly, as you all are checking, hey, what are we looking at? You all kind of jump and you turn, and it's Ellie standing behind you, calm, smiling, wearing the same outfit, same hair, same posture, but something's off. She's too clean. Her clothes are dry, crisp, like never worn. Her voice has a slight delay, like it's being run through a filter a half a second too late. She blinks once, too slowly, and smiles wider. What's wrong? You don't recognize me? And if you look, her shoes are on the wrong feet. She repeats names, but only one syllable. Janice. If someone speaks to her like you do, she tilts her head and repeats the words, but in reverse order. She reaches out and gently touches Wayne's shoulder. Her hands are ice cold and leaves no pressure, like it isn't really there. Then, from inside the house, a scream. And it's your scream. It's you screaming. You hear Ellie's real voice, ragged and strained. Get out. It's not me. Don't open the door. And when you look back to the fake Ellie, she's gone. Not walked away, not run, just not there anymore. Only the faintest scent of old lilacs and burnt dust lingers in the air, and one perfect black hair ribbon curled on the front step.
So that she's gone, not touching me. So
She's gone.
Fake Ellie.
Yes.
I'm like, can we get out of here? Can we get out of here, please? Let me get
try
out
to
of
I'm
here.
running back up to try to see if I can get real Ellie out.
I run up with Eric, and I just start kicking the door, like full on. Obviously, this is out of character, Spartan kick, because this Spartan kicking isn't a thing now. But I'm just kicking this door.
Spartans did exist.
You know what I mean. I'm kicking this door with all my might, trying to break it open.
I'm still hammering away at the door.
Okay. So as you non-Spartan kick the door, you all try and break it down, and the door stand there, pale, shaken. The painting of the woman in the window's gone. The wall is empty as if it had never been there. The lights are back on. The air smells of lavender and copper.
I've run in and usher her out of the room.
Okay, I think everybody, we should probably all go back to one of our homes and just write out the rest of the night. Forget about appearances. There's safety in numbers.
I'm agreeing with him.
Yeah, we're in trouble either way. They know what we are. They know what we're probably here to do. They're very aware, so...
I'm just silent.
If we break a rule, we break a rule.
Margaret, are you okay?
As I curl into Richard.
I look over to John. Do we want to still look around? Or do we just want to get the hell out of here?
As much as I would love to look around, we don't need any more people locked in rooms. Why weren't you banging back trying to get out?
I was.
No, we heard nothing. We were calling for you and trying to break in.
I assume my hands are probably bruised from... I hold up my hands to show
Bloody.
Daniel, and my hands are bloody.
And I would, being...
Fingernails from scratching at the door, like somebody that's clawing out of a grave buried alive.
Get to my place. I've got stuff to help with this.
Let's bunker there for the night then.
Okay.
Where's your dog? And who gave that to you?
That's a good question. The dog said that.
You know what? Should you grab your stuff and meet us at one of our houses then?
I don't want to go alone.
The dog just...
Elliot, take Richard and Margaret to ours. I will go with Linda to get supplies. I'll debate on the dog. And we're just gonna stay there. I know you think that we shouldn't too much, Margaret. But too much has right now happened. If anything, we'll just say we freaked out because power went out. And we just hunkered together because we've sort of been getting close to each other.
Don't Old Yeller.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't know if that's a real dog or not, but...
Old Yeller did exist. It came out in 1957, so...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
if it is a
shoot
real
the
dog, we don't exactly want it to die if it's left alone.
Not gonna shoot the dog.
When I get to my place, I do another quick search.
You guys haven't left yet.
Oh, thought we already left.
No.
No.
So,
right.
okay.
You guys are talking
Elliot, go. Take them.
inside the haunted house.
Yes, I go out. I leave this
Okay.
spooky house and I go to my house to secure and get
All
ready
right,
for
hold on.
everybody.
Hold on. So, you open the front door, but instead of the cool midnight street of Willowbrook Pines, there's a hallway. Not this house's hallway, a different one. Older, wood-paneled, flickering lights overhead. And yet it feels familiar, like deja vu with a migraine.
I'm sorry, what?
Step through.
I kind of step back and I'm like,
I step through.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow.
I'm gonna look at Margaret. You're gonna make me carry you like a sack of taters, aren't you? I'm gonna lift her over my
Okay.
shoulder. Let's walk through, because I'd rather go through this right now than stay in the house.
And as you step through, the door shuts behind you with a sound like a lock turning deep inside bone.
Better not
And
send us where
the
people
hallway
see us.
opens into a living room filled with smiling family portraits. Too many of them. Dozens. The same mother, same father, same 3 children. But in each photo, one child is different. New face, new name on the frame. One child is always replaced. On the coffee table sits a cake. It reads, "We're so glad you chose to stay." From upstairs, the pitter-patter of small feet, but no shadows move, just the sound. The TV flickers on. Footage of you entering the house, then a static-filled voice. "We hope this one feels more like home." And the front door creaks open again.
I turn to see what's coming through the door.
Nothing's coming through the door. Door opens.
I step through.
I
I
sit
step through.
down off Daniel's shoulder and I pull my gun for the first time.
Okay.
And actually pull it.
All right. So, as you step into the next house, a small, dusty craftsman with a heavy grandfather clock ticking too loud in the hall. The wallpaper peels in thin, wet strips, curling like skin after a sunburn. Where it curls, you can see what's beneath. Not drywall, not studs. Teeth. Dozens of human teeth embedded in the wall. Some old, some still bloody at the roots. The second hand on the clock ticks in reverse. There's a note on the dining table. "We remember everything you forgot." Something crawls across the ceiling above, but when you look up, it's just plaster. Another door opens.
I'm going to kill our handler when we get out of this fucking bullshit place.
Up.
Amen.
Mm.
I step
Right.
through.
Okay?
Yeah.
This home is pristine. White carpet, pale pink walls. You're in a nursery. A mobile of glass-eyed baby dolls turns slowly overhead, even with no breeze. Each doll is identical, except the last one, whose eyes are sewn shut. There's no crib, only a small open drawer in the wall, like a morgue locker, and inside a folded piece of paper, handwritten in red pencil. She wasn't ready. From the wall speaker, a lullaby begins playing. It's out of tune. Your names begin to replace the lyrics. And another door opens.
Oh.
I sprint out of that room.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a
Okay.
peek through. Is there a window?
No.
Then yeah, I'm
Is there
going through the
any
door.
other, besides the door we came in and the door leading out, is there anything out?
Nope.
I
This-
call
This home is silent, darker. The dining room table is set for 5. Each place setting has a name carved into the plate. Your names. All the utensils are knives. A centerpiece dominates the table. A pile of clay masks, each with a blood-stained interior. The lights buzz. The chandelier begins to sway. From the far end of the table, a silhouette rises. Tall, wrong-jointed, draped in linens like funeral wrappings. Its face is a porcelain mask. It lifts one hand, snaps its fingers, and the lights go out. And another door opens.
I fucking hate you, by the way.
Alright, let's go through.
As I go through the door.
Yeah.
Okay. This house is burned out. Charred beams, shattered windows, only ashes and smoke hang in the air. And yet on the far side stands one final door, pristine, undamaged, white with a golden knob. Above it, a sign reads, "Exit." But there's screaming behind it. Not human, not consistent, like something that has learned how to scream, but only just. The floor beneath you begins to crack and shift as if something underneath is moving upward fast. Time is running out.
Heading out the door.
Can we sprint to the door?
Yeah.
You run. Open the door. You're back. In your home. Standing in the kitchen. Dry. Clean. Safe. The clock reads 3:34 a.m. Nothing is out of place. Except for one new photo on the fridge. A picture of the 5 of you sitting around a dining table, smiling. Each of you is wearing a ceramic mask, and someone else is taking the picture.
Do I still have the one picture of us from the room?
Yeah.
I hold up the other picture and show everybody.
The hell? What is that?
I don't know. I don't like this place. I want to leave now.
Well, we have a fan.
Where?
I go over to the new photo in my house, and I pick it up and I examine it closer, turn it around, see if anybody wrote anything on the back of it.
Nothing. But it's a legit Polaroid.
Are my hands still all busted up and bruised?
Yes.
I look to Linda.
Nothing happened.
Is a basic first aid kit gonna help her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go and secure all the doors downstairs.
Alright.
Ah,
I just
Yeah.
Coat closet
where there's no windows,
on the
no,
floor.
like
To the right.
fancy up
First aid kit.
Okay.
windows or anything.
I'm going to take the first aid kit, and then I'm going to help Margaret patch up her hands.
I'm gonna look down, thinking about what happened when the power went out. I'm gonna look down at my shadow and see if there's anything weird going on with my shadow.
Me being now the paranoid motherfucker I am, I'm going up to the room to see if the fucking doll's there, even though I know I burned it.
It's not there.
And then I check my room.
Not there.
Oh,
I
thank
check
God.
the fireplace.
You see ashes.
Do I see remnants of the doll?
Would know it's been burning a while.
Put fire out.
Well, at least that thing is not here. As I'm just saying that out loud as I'm coming back down.
I look to my shadow to see if I notice anything different.
Same. It's normal.
Okay.
I just kind of sit down and I'm just kind of like, well, I could guarantee you this is whatever we're probably never gonna find that those missing people from here.
Yeah.
Kill the fire.
I don't do that.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
You said
The
kill it.
doll just walks out of the fire.
I go and how do you put out the fireplace fire?
You put it out with sand.
Now, I take some sand out.
If it's not gas.
I assume it's gas, so I turn the gas off.
Okay. Fire still burns.
I kind of just sit there and I'm like, okay, what do we know so far? This whole thing is a mind warp and a mind bending. What are these people up to?
I think we're in a simulation of some sort.
I think
Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. I feel like things came out of those people. It could be something is breeding through brainwashing.
I think Valence Dynamics has been meddling with things they should never have meddled with, and now I'm starting to wonder if they're even still running this community.
I'm starting to think going there might be a little bit more unnecessarily, but unnecessary thing, whether we are really ready for it or not.
I think you're right, Richard. I think this is a simulation, and we're not going to find anything here inside the actual set. We're going to have to go to where it probably all started.
They're going to be...
Everything is trying to keep us here, or try to drive us away. They don't want us. We've gone everywhere, but we've never gone to the actual place, to the headquarters.
We're going to have to play this careful.
We need to go there.
They're going to have guns. They're going to have body armor, probably. They're going to be ready for us.
It's either
they
that
have
or
to
we
know
just
what's going
run
on
away.
here. What about that one guy? What if we look for that one guy that they saw around the perimeter? That weird guy that they said to call them, not the police?
I mean, I tried going into the woods, and immediately they were on top of me. So we can't search there. We'll be caught in a heartbeat. And I was only just able to convince them that it was an innocent mistake going in there. I don't think we can get away with this again. What do you all think?
I think... And I'm going to pull out our pen camera. The next time something comes up, we need to take pictures of it.
I'm playing my locket around my neck. I just want to go home.
Same here.
Whose house is this again? This is the Barnes' house, right?
Yes, this is my house.
All right.
You just go somewhere else right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if something hasn't already looked in the window and looked at us, we need to hide.
I look over to John, and I'm like...
I'm going to usher everybody else upstairs.
3:35 a.m. You have a peephole you can look through if you don't want to open.
I kind of quietly go over to there, and I look through the peephole.
There's no one there. And then, from behind all of you, inside the house, a voice whispers, low and familiar. You shouldn't have left the door open. Everything goes black. And that's where we end tonight.
Oh, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
So,
we're gonna have nightmares.
Thank you everybody for listening. We have 2 more episodes of Delta Green left. And if you thought this was scary and creepy, just wait until October when we do Old Gods of Appalachia. That is strategically horror, and I have written it to literally make them want to crawl out of their skin. So,
Hence, I'm not going to be a part of it because I'm too much of a chicken shit.
but yeah, you guys never locked the doors when you went to go check stuff.
Shit.
You never said you locked the door. So, details matter.
Yes, they do.
But yeah,
I blame my husband.
We want to, again, thank everybody. That's because your husbands used to go in the back door.
We love you, Ben.
2 more episodes of this one, and we're continuing with Echoes, getting ready to go live at the beginning of next year for some exciting stuff. Our first Phantom one-shot, which is how we are opening the year with a Phantom one-shot, which is How to Train Your Dragon. The cast will be in the world of Burke in How to Train Your Dragon, so it's going to be super exciting, and we've got tons of other fandoms lined up. About 100, honestly. We have quite a bit that we'll be doing over these next few years. And then, of course, the 13th Sigil being our new campaign that we are going to have live. So keep an eye out for all of that. And we will be doing a giveaway at the beginning of the year to kick it off. You will have to be in our live to get it. We will have all the details later on towards the end of the year, but you will need to be in the live to redeem and win. We'll do a nice big giveaway, possibly something from our sponsors. I know we have a Avatar The Last Airbender game to give away, some merch, some dice, possibly a couple months of Dungeon Crate if we can swing that. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, thank you everybody for listening, and please join us next time as we roll the damn dice. Good night, everybody.
Good night.